Well, it's Long John, Long John, he's long gone, long gone, he's long gone, he's long gone, he's long gone.
I'm fascinated with prison life. I think I'm going to put that on my bucket list. Do a stint in prison. And what crime do I plan on committing? Living in a car in California. But seriously, we're at the infamous Louisiana State Penitentiary, also known as the Alcatraz of the South, or by the nicknames The Farm or Angola. This is the largest maximum security prison in the United States with 6,300 inmates. It has the largest population of inmates serving a life sentence. This prison is surrounded on three sides by the Mississippi River. And today we're visiting the Angola Museum, which is right next to the prison. I saw a documentary about this prison almost 20 years ago, and I remember it. It made quite an impression on me. It's called Angola, the Farm, and it's on YouTube. Part of the prison housed women at one time. It says that repeat offenders would commit suicide rather than return here. Some women became pregnant while incarcerated because they were likely raped by prison guards. When they still had slavery down here, a child born in this prison would stay with his mother until he was 10 years old. At age 10, the child was taken and sold. The money from the sold child was put into the school fund to educate white children. Female prisoners here did farm work. The men were sent to work on the railroads. Here they talk about Kitty McCoy, who had blood poisoning, and she collapsed in the cotton fields. And because she couldn't do her work, the guards beat her to death. A recreation of a prison cell. This head and hands is made of toilet paper and painted. It was to fool the prison guards in a botched escape attempt.
In chapter 14, every man lives, that his sin be seen, but Long John, he long gone.
Photos of the actual toilets and showers in the 1940s.
Long gone, well, it's John, well, Marble-eyed John, well, it's Long John, well, it's Tenderfoot John, well, it's Long Coat on,
In 1982, this prison warden lived in a house on prison grounds. Two prisoners walked to the warden's house, held him and his mother hostage. They held a knife to the warden's throat to try to get him to drive off prison grounds, but the warden purposely crashed the truck. A braided sheet that was used in an escape attempt. These escapees were captured, and one committed suicide rather than be returned here. Between the executions and all the life sentences, so many prisoners die here. They make their own caskets and a fancy hearse. The lethal injection table. Before the table, Angola had an electric chair called Gruesome Gertie, infamous for a botched execution of a 17-year-old. A drunken prison guard improperly set it up, and the inmate yelled out. He was able to live another year before they finally did execute him. Various weapons that were found over the years made by prisoners.
Well, a Tenderfoot John, well, it's Long Coat on,
some hidden in books.
Skipping through the cone. Just a skipping through the cone. A long John. A long John. A long John. A long John. He long gone. What you gone, John? He long gone. What you gone, John? You boys there. What the captain said. What the captain said. Left the U-boys.
This comb handle was made into a key, and it was so effective they had to replace all of the locks.
Left you don't work. But if you don't work, gonna give you plenty help. Gonna give you plenty help. Well, I'm long gone. 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 What you gone, John? Oh, gone, John. Well, you read on down. 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 About the chapter 16. About the chapter 16. Well, I wrote John said. Well, I wrote John said. Well, I wrote John said. Well, I wrote
This prison has a famous rodeo every year. Most rodeos are just animal cruelty, but this rodeo has two events I think are great. One where the prisoners sit at a poker table and they're rushed by an angry bull. The winner is the last man still seated.
Gonna kill every week. Gonna kill every week.
And another event where a poker chip is attached to the bull's head and an inmate has to remove it.
I'm long gone. I'm a long gone. I'm long gone. I'm a long gone. I'm long gone. What you gone, John? Oh, gone, John. Well,
This museum was great, and it was totally worth the 20-mile drive out into the middle of nowhere.